Good morning, one and all. I think all are fine. Coming to the topic, in the last two classes, we discussed several points about our Earth. Coming to the recapitalization, I told about how many years ago human beings are evolved. 1 lakh years ago. What is the meaning of the Earth? It is a Greek word coming from the earthy, earth, means soil or ground or layer of the soil. In our Indian terminology also, we can say Bhumi, Prithvi, Avani, Dharani is the meaning of our earth. And also, I explained how our early human beings are developed. Okay, and I told the stages of development when the fire and agriculture was introduced. The development was went very fast. Whenever the agriculture and fire was introduced, our early human beings are developed very fast. And next, I told Earth is a storehouse of all resources. We took everything from the earth, wood, okay, water, animals, everything we took from the earth. Now this is one part of the coin. Now we damaged everything. I told about the global warming also. I told about AGW, anthropogenic global warming, which is caused by human beings. And next, I told about the two theories, geocentric theory and Copernicus geocentric theory. Who proposed geocentric theory? Ptolemy proposed geocentric theory, also called earth-centered theory. This is a wrong theory. And I told about the heliocentric theory. Who pointed out this one? Copernicus. And who proved this one? Galileo. And we discussed about the Earth is a planetary body. Earth is a planet. We discussed it. And we discussed the shape of the Earth, the scalar oval path. And we discussed about the aphelion and perihelion. And we discussed about the distance between the Earth to the Sun and the distance between the Earth to the Moon. And we discussed the evolution of the Earth also. From swirling dust and clouds to the molten form, and after a lot of years, the massive stones are hit to our Earth, and the size of the Earth was grew at that time. Next, when we take very one soup, the lighter particles is outside of the soup and heavier particles goes away to the deep of the soup. Similarly, the inside of the heavier particles goes away under the core, and the under the earth, and the surface of the earth is called crust. Lighter particles situated in the crust, and the inner particles are cooled, and lighter particles which is called crust are conducted and formed the folded ridges and basins. Okay, lot of rains from lot of years, the rain was fall away. A lot of the rain was fall away. Lot of years, the basins are the large basins are created. The rain filled. Okay, the rain filled with the water in great basins. Thus the oceans are formed. Coming to the next internal structure of the earth. Internal structure of the earth. Okay, internal structure of the earth. First of all, while going down of the earth, temperature increases, and also pressure is also increases. For every 32 meters, 1 degree Celsius will be increases. You have to know about this one. Okay, to study about the internal structure of the earth, the scientists have investigated a lot of earth to know what is present in the internal of the earth. Even our deepest mines are, we dig up to some few kilometers only. Our scientists pointed out that internal structure of the earth is divided into 3 parts: crust, mantle, core. Coming to the first, internal structure of the earth is divided into 3: crust, mantle, and core. Coming to the first, crust. Crust is outer layer of the earth. Outer layer of earth. Below on this crust only. From up to 100 kilometers, up to depth of 100 kilometers, we have the crust. Most of the crust, we have various kinds of rocks. So this is about the crust. Outer layer of the earth is called crust. We live on this crust only. Up to 100 kilometers, up to a depth of 100 kilometers, we have the crust. We can find various kinds of rocks in this crust. Next, the second one about the mantle. I told just now only, up to a depth of 100 kilometers, we have the crust. Mantle we have from 100 kilometers to depth of 2,900 kilometers. We have the mantle. The upper part of the mantle have a pliable layer in which crust floats on this layer. The meaning of the pliable, telika. Okay, the crust floats. The crust floats in this pliable layer. We can find a lot of chemicals in this mantle, like we have silicates. Okay, this is about the mantle. We have the mantle up to a depth of 100 kilometers to 2,900 kilometers. Okay, the upper part of the mantle have a pliable layer in which the crust will float on the upper part of the mantle. Mantle is in liquid form. Okay, and we can find number of chemicals like silicates, etc. This is about the mantle. Coming to the last one, about the core. Okay, just now only I told about the crust and mantle. The last one, core. These are okay, inner layer. Core have depth up to 2,900 kilometers to 6,376 kilometers. It consists of substances like iron and nickel. Okay, it consists of substances like iron and nickel. Core is divided into 2 types: outer core and inner core. Outer core and inner core. Coming to the outer core. Outer core depth is up to 2,900 kilometers to 5,100 kilometers. In the outer core contains liquid metallic substance like iron and nickel. Okay, outer core is up to a depth of 2,900 kilometers to 5,100 kilometers. Okay, it consists of liquid metallic material like iron and nickel. Coming to the inner core is up to a depth of about 5,100 kilometers to 6,376 kilometers. It contains the iron compounds like iron compounds of heavy substance like gold. Okay, gold. This is about the internal structure of the earth. First of all, I told about the crust. The outer layer of the earth is called crust. We live on this crust only. The crust contains only heavy rocks. Coming to the next, I also told about the depth of the crust is only 100 kilometers. After the crust mantle, we have 100 to 2,900 kilometers. The outer part of the mantle have a pliable layer in which the crust will floats. Okay, come to the next. In the mantle, we can find only silicates. And come to the core. Core have a depth up to 2,900 to 6,376 kilometers. In this core, we have heavy substances like iron and nickel. And core is divided into two types: outer core and the inner core. Outer core have a depth up to 2,900 kilometers to 5,100 kilometers and have a liquid metallic material like iron and nickel. Similarly, in the inner core, we have a depth up to 5,100 kilometers to 6,376 kilometers, and we have a iron and heavy substances like gold in this inner core. And next, the matter which are present on the mantle, mantle continuously changes by volcanoes and fisheries. Okay, and the outer layer of the earth is called crust. The crust also changing by having the volcanoes, earthquakes, destruction of the lands. Also, the crust is changing years after years. Thus, the crust will become the very active. Okay. For example, if you take the structure of the earth as a volume of 100%, in that crust have only 1%, mantle have 16% of volume out of 100, and core have 83% of volume out of 100. We can say about internal structure of the earth as a egg. The eggshell is called crust. After the eggshell, we have a liquid form is called the mantle, and we have a round one that is called the core. This is about this one. Hope you understood very well. Okay, just now we discussed about the internal structure of the earth. Now coming to the next topic, movements. Movement of earth crust. Okay, we will discuss about the movement of earth crust. You know, crust is the outer layer of the earth. In this topic, we will learn about how the continents are evolved. How the continents, how the continents are moved and how the continents are collided, how the mountains are evolved, how the mountains are evolved. We can discuss in this topic. How the continents are moved, how the continents are collided, how the mountains are evolved. We'll discuss this topic. Okay, before going in this topic, we have to know about one great scientist in 20th century. He was a meteorologist and geopsychist. Geo means earth. Okay, he was a meteorologist and a great psychist. The name of the person, Alfred Wegener. Alfred Wegener. He told about the continental drift theory. Okay. The Alfred Wegener, he was a great meteorologist and psychist, told about the continental drift theory. They will ask the question in the exam. Who told the continental drift means moving? Drift means moving. Continental drift theory, Alfred Wegener. Alfred Wegener was told that we have 200 million years ago, we have only one continent. The name of the continent is Pangaea. Means Pangaea means all land, total land. Total land. Pangaea means a total land. We have only one continent in the Pangaea means in 200 million years ago. We have only land, one land. Pangaea means all land. Due to this, the only one continent, Pangaea only, the Pacific continents are originated due to the Mesozoic era, drift of Mesozoic era. Drift of Mesozoic era. Okay, due to the only one continent which are present 200 million years ago, the Pangaea, the present continents are evolved because of drift of Mesozoic. Okay, Mesozoic era. We have three eras: Paleozoic era, and we have Mesozoic era, and we have the Cenozoic era. The first one, Paleozoic era. Mesozoic era means 250 million years ago. 250 million years ago, we can say Mesozoic era was started. Before 250 million years ago, Mesozoic era was started. Okay, and Pangaea was broken in two parts. The northern part is called Laurentia, and southern part is called Gondwana. Okay, Pangaea is broken into two parts. The northern part is called Laurentia and southern part is called Gondwana. In the northern part we have the countries like North America, Greenland, we have the Eurasia, etc. Coming to the southern part, we have the India. India is in the southern Gondwana land. India, Africa, South America, Madagascar. Malaysia, etc. coming to the southern part. Okay, these two parts are separated by one great sea is called Tethys Sea. Okay, these two parts is separated by the great inland sea is called Tethys Sea. Come to the movement of Earth crust. Okay, by this we can know how the continents are moved, collided, and how the mountains are evolved. Okay, how the mountains are evolved, you can know, you can read, you can study in the 10th class also. The Gondwana land moved towards the southeast and it collided with the Eurasian plateau. Immediately, a lot of pressure, Mount Himalayas are evolved. Okay, coming to this topic, in 20th century, metallurgist and psychist Alfred Wegener proposed the continental drift theory. Okay, he told there is only one land part called Pangaea, means all land. Due to this Pangaea only, the present continents are evolved because of Mesozoic era. I told Mesozoic era was started 250 million years ago. And the great Pangaea, the great one continent Pangaea was divided into two, broken into two parts. The northern part is called Laurentia, southern part is called Gondwana. These two land parts are separated by great sea called Tethys Sea. And we have India belongs to the Gondwana land. India is Africa, South America, Malaysia, etc. coming to the Gondwana land. US, North America, Greenland, Eurasia comes to the Laurentia. This is about the movement of Earth crust. Okay, these are keywords which are discussed at the important two topics: internal structure of the Earth, movement of Earth crust. In this, we discuss about the three layers: crust, mantle, core. We discuss about the depth also, and we discuss what are the minerals present in internal structure of Earth also. And next, come to the next, we discuss about the movement of Earth crust. Alfred Wegener told that in 200 million years ago we have only one continent, Pangaea. That because of Pangaea only, the present continents are evolved due to from the Mesozoic era. And Pangaea was broken into two parts, northern part and southern part. Northern part is called Laurentia, which we have Greenland, North America, Eurasia, etc. And southern part is called Gondwana. Our India belongs to the Gondwana land. And Africa, we have Africa are present in the southern part, Africa, South America, Malaysia, East Indies, everything, Australia comes under the southern part. And also I explained about how the Himalayas are evolved. But our Indian plateau are collided with Eurasian plateau and a lot of pressure. A young foliated Himalayas are evolved in the northern part of India. Okay, this is I told this is very important for 4 marks. You come. The structure is very important. Okay, whatever I said today, try to maintain the notes. Try to underline whatever the important words are told in today class. Okay, thank you. Hope have a good day.